request you all to either switch off or put your phones in silent mode to avoid causing a disturbance during the ceremony. Please remain seated in your positions and refrain from using flash during photography.
Good afternoon. I request all the non-graduating students who are present in the audience to please leave the auditorium to make place for the parents. Thank you. I repeat once again, I request all the non-graduating students who are present in the audience to please leave the auditorium to make way for parents. Thank you. I repeat once again.
Good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to the 9th Convocation ceremony of the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Bhopal.
नमस्कार। भारतीय विज्ञान शिक्षा एवं अनुसंधान संस्थान भोपाल की नवम दीक्षांत समारोह में आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है। मैं आप सभी से अनुरोध करता हूं कि आप अपने अपने स्थानों पर बैठ जाएं तथा फ्लैश फोटोग्राफी का प्रयोग न करें। हम आप सभी से अनुरोध करते हैं कि कृपया अपने मोबाइल फोन साइलेंट मोड पर रखें।
We request you all to either switch off or put your phones in silent mode to avoid causing a disturbance during the ceremony. Please remain seated in your positions and refrain from using flash during photography.
शुभ अपराह्न। आज मैं रक्षित अपनी सहपाठी रुचिता के साथ हमारे संस्थान के नवम दीक्षांत समारोह में आपका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। आज के समारोह के मुख्य अतिथि डॉक्टर जी सतीश रेड्डी हैं। श्री रेड्डी रक्षा अनुसंधान एवं विकास विभाग के सचिव हैं तथा वे रक्षा अनुसंधान एवं विकास संगठन DRDO के अध्यक्ष भी हैं। इस कार्यक्रम की अध्यक्षता प्रोफेसर अजय कुमार सूद करेंगे। प्रोफेसर अजय कुमार सूद संस्थान के शासक मंडल के अध्यक्ष हैं तथा वे भारत सरकार के प्रधान वैज्ञानिक सलाहकार भी हैं।
After the ceremony, refreshments are arranged near the LHC entrance for graduates and their parents, and in the canopy near the LHC lawn for all other attendees. You may take the help of our volunteers to reach there.
हम आपसे निवेदन करते हैं कि दीक्षांत समारोह की संपूर्ण अवधि के दौरान आप किसी प्रकार का अनुचित शोर न करें तथा समारोह की गरिमा को बनाए रखें। दीक्षांत समारोह के समापन के बाद सभी स्नातक विद्यार्थियों तथा उनके अभिभावकों के लिए जलपान की व्यवस्था एलएचसी द्वार के बाईं ओर के पास की गई है तथा बाकी सभी सहभागियों के लिए जलपान की व्यवस्था एलएचसी के बाहर लगाई गई कैनोपी में की गई है। धन्यवाद। मैं आप सभी से पुनः अनुरोध करना चाहूँगा कि कृपया फ्लैश फोटोग्राफी का प्रयोग न करें तथा आप सभी अपने मोबाइल फ़ोन साइलेंट मोड पर रखें। धन्यवाद।
Ever since its establishment, our institute has strived ardently to fulfill its missions to make learning in science and other knowledge streams exciting through excellent integrative teaching strategies driven by curiosity and creativity, and to establish, build, and sustain an institution of the highest caliber by complete integration of teaching and quality research. Standing at the 50th overall NIRF rank today, we have come a long way from where we started. As the students of this glorious institution, you have all partaken in this journey towards excellence and eminence. We hope that you continue to carry the values of this institute with pride and with dignity wherever you go. We assure you that you have done a splendid job so far in life, and we believe in you and your efforts. May you all find what you're looking for.
विद्वान प्रशस्यते लोके विद्वान सर्वत्र पूज्यते विद्या लभ्यते सर्वम विद्या सर्वत्र पूज्यते। हमारा संस्थान इस श्लोक को अपना सिद्धांत बनाकर अग्रसर हो रहा है। एक शिक्षित व्यक्ति अपने विचारों को विकसित करने की क्षमता रखता है तथा वे अपने विचारों से संसार के उत्थान का काम करता है, जिसके कारण पूर्ण संसार में उन्हें पूज्य माना जाता है।
The destiny of a nation gets shaped in its classrooms. With knowledge and education, we provide inner strength and confidence to each individual. We learn from our past and from those who went before us, the ones who were experts in their fields. Education is one of those fundamental rights that makes one capable to bring desired positive changes to our entire society. Today, we shall acknowledge the efforts of all the students who are now morally and academically prepared to handle the challenges of life independently.
किसी भी संस्थान के लिए दीक्षांत समारोह वो विशेष क्षण होता है जो इस बात का द्योतक है कि संस्थान ने सकारात्मक और आत्मनिर्भर विद्यार्थियों को विश्व के उत्थान के लिए शिक्षित करने का उत्तरदायित्व भली भांति निभाया है और विद्यार्थियों ने दृढ़ संकल्प के साथ शिक्षित जीवन के बहुमूल्य पड़ाव को मेहनत और लगन के साथ सफलतापूर्वक पूर्ण किया है।
The convocation ceremony begins with the academic procession, which features the ceremonial mace of our institute, on which the words Jnanam Balam Asti and knowledge is power are engraved. The mace adds a symbol of authority to the ceremonial proceedings of the convocation ceremony. It reminds the participants as well as the spectators that knowledge holds the power to nourish the consecutive generations of our nation, and it symbolizes the morals upheld by our institute.
समारोह की शोभा यात्रा का नेतृत्व संस्थान के कुल सचिव महोदय कर रहे हैं। उनके हाथ में संस्थान का दंड है। मैं आप सभी से निवेदन करता हूं कि दीक्षांत समारोह की शोभा यात्रा के प्रवेश के दौरान आप अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं और सरस्वती वंदना तक खड़े रहें।
The convocation ceremony will begin with the academic procession, which will be led by the registrar of the institute. I request all of you to please rise when the academic procession arrives and remain standing until invocation.
आज के समारोह के मुख्य अतिथि डॉक्टर जी सतीश रेड्डी हैं। श्री रेड्डी रक्षा अनुसंधान एवं विकास विभाग के सचिव हैं तथा वे रक्षा अनुसंधान एवं विकास संगठन DRDO के अध्यक्ष भी हैं। इस कार्यक्रम की अध्यक्षता प्रोफेसर अजय कुमार सूद करेंगे। प्रोफेसर अजय कुमार सूद संस्थान के शासक मंडल के अध्यक्ष हैं तथा वे भारत सरकार के प्रधान वैज्ञानिक सलाहकार भी हैं। हम आपसे निवेदन करते हैं कि दीक्षांत समारोह की संपूर्ण अवधि के दौरान आप किसी प्रकार का अनुचित शोर न करें तथा समारोह की गरिमा को बनाए रखें। धन्यवाद। समारोह की शोभा यात्रा कुछ ही मिनटों में सभागार में प्रवेश करेगी। समारोह की शोभा यात्रा का नेतृत्व संस्थान के कुल सचिव महोदय कर रहे हैं। उनके हाथ में संस्थान का दंड है। मैं आप सभी से निवेदन करता हूं कि दीक्षांत समारोह की शोभा यात्रा के प्रवेश के दौरान अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं और सरस्वती वंदना तक खड़े रहें। शैक्षणिक शोभा यात्रा सभागार में प्रवेश करने वाली है। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि आप अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं और सरस्वती वंदना तक खड़े रहें। धन्यवाद।
A very good afternoon to all of you. We welcome you all to the 9th Convocation ceremony of the Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, Bhopal. I request you to remain standing until invocation is done. I call upon Revati, Daya, Akash, and Saurav to invoke the blessings of Goddess Saraswati. You may all please now sit down. I request our Chairperson Board of Governors, Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, to declare the convocation open.
This convocation of the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Bhopal, has been called to confer degrees upon the candidates who have been certified to be worthy of receiving the same. I hereby declare the 9th convocation open.
I now call upon our Chairperson Senate to confer the degrees.
Let the candidates for the award of the degrees be presented.
The Head, Department of Biological Sciences, his candidates for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy and their thesis supervisors, please rise and be recognized. The Head, Department of Chemistry, his candidates for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy and their thesis supervisors, please rise and be recognized. The Head, Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences, his candidates for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy and their thesis supervisors, please rise and be recognized. The Head, Department of Mathematics, his candidates for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy and their thesis supervisors, please rise and be recognized. The Head, Department of Physics and their thesis supervisors, please rise and be recognized. However, the candidates for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy are not present here today. The PhD candidates may now come forward to receive the degrees. Sir, I present the candidates who, having satisfied the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, are considered worthy of receiving the same. I recommend that each one of the following candidates be admitted to the said degree. Candidates from the Department of Biological Sciences. Neveda R, supervised by Dr. Saurav Datta. Samina Parveen, supervised by Dr. Sunando Datta. Sajeev TK, supervised by Dr. Ram Kumar Mishra. Sir, the following candidates from the Department of Biological Sciences have requested that they be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in absentia. Surya Pratap Sania, supervised by Professor Vikas Jain. Purnima Mala, supervised by Dr. Ishu Sarawgi. Varun Rakesh Bhai Bawda, supervised by Professor Vikas Jain. FC Jaimon, supervised by Dr. Sunando Datta. Swati Swagatika, supervised by Professor Raghveer Singh Tomar. Varsha Patil, supervised by Professor Vikas Jain. Rakesh Kumar Sahu, supervised by Professor Raghveer Singh Tomar. Sakshi Singh, supervised by Professor Raghveer Singh Tomar. Candidates from the Department of Chemistry. Satyajit Mandal, supervised by Dr. Vardarajan Srinivasan. Praveen Kumar, supervised by Professor Manmohan Kapoor. Aditya Upadhyay, supervised by Professor Sangeet Kumar. Anirvan Das, supervised by Dr. Ishu Sarawgi. Tanmay Mandal, supervised by Professor Jayanta Chaudhary. Gavit Vipin Rajendra, jointly supervised by Professor Alkesh Bisai and Professor Ashish Srivastava. Sir, the following candidates from the Department of Chemistry have requested that they be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in absentia. Aditi Barua, supervised by Dr. Amit Paul. Rohit Bhowal, supervised by Professor Deepak Chopra. Tarun Kumar Roy, supervised by Professor Prasanta Ghorai. Satyaranjan Jana, supervised by Professor Jayanta Chaudhary. Avantika Hasija, supervised by Professor Deepak Chopra. Subhajit Chakravarti, supervised by Professor Saptarsi Mukherjee. Candidates from the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences. Aditya Kumar Dubey, supervised by Dr. Pankaj Kumar. Ayanangshu Das, supervised by Dr. Jyotirmay Malik. Hifzur Rahman, supervised by Dr. Pritam Nasipuri. Sir, the candidate from Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences, Mohammad Saqib Sahrawardi, supervised by Dr. Pankaj Kumar, has requested that he be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in absentia. Candidates from the Department of Mathematics, Prashant Tiwari, supervised by Dr. Karamdev Shankadhar. Riju Basak, jointly supervised by Dr. Rahul Garg and Dr. Saurabh Srivastava. Sir, the candidates from Department of Mathematics, Apurva Sait, supervised by Dr. Prahalad Vaidyanathan, has requested that she be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in absentia. Candidates from the Department of Physics. Sir, the following candidates from the Department of Physics have requested that they be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in absentia. Neetu, supervised by Dr. Shavankar Datta. Manasi Mandal, supervised by Dr. Ravi Prakash Singh. Arushi, supervised by Dr. Ravi Prakash Singh. Debajyoti Kujur, supervised by Dr. Ritam Malik. Sir, I present the candidates who, having satisfied the requirements for the degree of Master of Science of the Integrated PhD program, are considered worthy of receiving the same. I recommend that each one of the following candidates be admitted to the said degree. Candidates from the Department of Chemistry: Ayush Bose, G. Swarna V.S. Prasad Naidu, Isha, Lucky Oja, Pallavi Singh, Ritika Day, Supragya Kaushik, candidates from Department of Physics: Akash Kumar, Anirban Majumdar, Brijesh Singh Mehra, Hemant Kumar Prajapati, Shantanu Dhara, Sonika Jangid, Swagata Malik, Sir, the following candidates from Department of Mathematics have requested that they be admitted to the degree of Master of Science in absentia: Krishan Chakrabarti, Pooja Joshi, Pranav Kumar. Sir, I now request the heads of the department to present their candidates who, having satisfied the requirements for the dual degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science, are considered worthy of receiving the same. I recommend that each one of them be admitted to the said degree.
Sir, I present the candidates of the Department of Biological Sciences to be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science. Ankita Dhar, Akshat Raghuvanshi, Anaga Shashidharan, Anjali Girish, Ankit Singh, Chotapalle Anurag Chetty, Anurag Krishnan TK. Orko Datta. Arjoma Das. Ashwini Kumar Panda. Avanti Vairagkar. Divya Onkar Monde. Ishita Ghosh. Girish A. Malagi. Gauri Lakshmi Hari. Govind Prakash. Harsh Khatarkar. Kritagnan S. Bharadwaj. Pradyumna. Prajval V. Bharadwaj. Prerita Chawla. Tripathi Purnima Vinod. Rishana Fareen S. S. Sandhya. Sarthak Janardhan Shende. Sauhad Srivastava. Shashank G. Shobhik Chandan Banerjee. Shreya Sanjay Raich. Shubhankar Das. Srihari P. Swapnil Kiran. You are Arya Devi. Sir, the following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in absentia. Manoj B, Aditya Anil Dikshit, Adrija Bala, Orgho Dash, Broti Adhikari, Himanshu Verma, Namita Yadav, Priya Sharma, Rohan Sunil Danvate, Saloni Chopra, Samuel Mundal, Shritama Chakraborty, Shweta Padma Das, Shobona Mahajan, and Utpal Biswas.
Sir, I present the candidates of the Department of Chemistry to be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science. Pratibha Chaudhary, Ajay Shah, Akshat Jain, Agnes Day, Apurv Gupta, Arjun Rana, Atri Bhattacharya, Bhanu Pratap Singh, Chaitanya Purushottam Durge, Debashish Mandal, Fatima Sahala, Himanshu Jain, Jyotirmay Samal, Kanika, Kartike, Khadija Mubasira, Kumari Anamika, Malvika KV, Mansi Bhati, Mosmi Parveen Shah, Nachiket Shankar Dhonar, Nandita Singh, Nehali Oja, Nikhil Lakshmikant Gorane, Niranjan Sitaram Mohite, Nityasri B, Nitish Kumar Dev, Persis Wesley, Pallav Sharma, पालीवाल पीयूष श्री ताराचंद, रहबत सरकार, समराजनी घोष, सैबिन अब्राहम, शफवान बशीर अहमद, शिवांगी चौरासिया, शुभांकर कुंडू, सिमरन पोपटानी, समृति दीक्षित, सौम्यादीप जाना, सौम्यानिल अधिकारी, श्रुति पीटी, सूर्या सुरेश पी, वैभव बेदी, वैभव पाल, विक्रम सिंह, विशाल चंदेल, Sir, the following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in absentia. Ritesh Saini, Ritvik Mandal, Anusa Gupta, Arya Bhatta Bhardwaj, Donna Matthew, Hari Narayanan Kotala, Rahul Meena, Ruchir Rakesh Gupta, Sweta Santosh Gaikwad, Sri Chitra, श्रेया मल्लिक, उत्कर्ष।
Sir, I present the candidates of the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences to be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science. Ashwin Raman, Divya, Vishal Ram Krishna Bobde, Gidem Nirupa Janardhan, Ajmal Roshan, Alok Kumar Meena, Dipendra Kumar Singh, Nikita Dema, Nirdesh Maravi, Nitish Kumar, Prashasti Digambar Shinde, Pratichi Mondal, Priyans Arya, Vansika Sood, Sir, the following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in absentia. Sahil Prakash, Mohammad Jasim PA, Raghavendra Pratap Singh, Jay Vadhavan, Tamanna. Sir, Gaurav Bina has requested that he be admitted to the Bachelor of Science degree in absentia.
Sir, I present the candidates of the Department of Mathematics to be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science. Dangodara Abhishek Devishibai, Adarsh Tayade, Aman Kumar, Anurag Bantu, Arjab Jain, Ishan Pradeep Kale, Gurleen Kaur Nanda, Richa Acharya, Jalad Jain, Manas Bhatt, Meenu Mohan, Mitashini Kol, Nitish Kumar, Prasanna Nandakumar Brahme, Pruta Bhide, Riya Mehta, Shaivi Jitendra Chavan, Subhadeep Banerjee, Sir, the following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in absentia. Sachin Rajoria, Uma Shankar S., Arpit Srivatsava, Chirag Mochi, Mohit Sharma, Sabrant Sachan, Saurav Eldho, and Tanvi Talang.
Sir, I present the candidates of the Department of Physics to be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science. Abhinav Narayan, आदित्य बत्रा, आदित्य ओझा, आहास्कर कार्डे, योले अमय प्रवीण, अमोघ नीलकंठ देसाई, अनन्या गर्ग, अनिरुद्ध के आर, अरित्रा मंडल, भार्गव, भावना प्रसाद, धनश्री पुंजराम पाठे, दिया रोज थॉमस, ऋषिकेश एम नंबूद्रीपाद, इजाज मोहम्मद, जयंत सिंह भाटी, जितेंद्र कुमावत, कलित गौतम, कार्तिक बाबू नाम्बियार, कोणार्क के सिंह, कृष्ण प्रहलाद आर, मलय शुक्ला, मृणाल दास, काम्बले निशा विनय, पारमिता पांडे, प्रद्युम्न गुणवंत बानकुले, पुष्पेंद्र प्रकाश मौर्य, राघव सिंगल, राहुल चौरसिया, राजबीर कौर, रसीला बानू, काम्बले रविराज विजय, ऋषभ दोरा, Rishabh Gautam, S. Sarvesh, सांकेतिक प्रधान, तांबे सौरभ पोपटराव, शशिकेश कुमार ठाकुर, शिवशंकर के ए, बचोटी सिद्धार्थ, सिद्धार्थ नितिन चैनी, सिद्धि मुक्ता, सौम्या संजय कुमार, स्वयंप्रभा शॉ, तन्मय राजेंद्र भोरे, तितीक्षा कुमारी, विक्रम सिंह दोई, पाटिल विनय राजेंद्र, खड़े विपिन जयंत, यश विकास मंडलेचा, अरिंदम तरफदार, Sir, the following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in absentia. Akash Singh Bains, Abhinav Chandel, Aditya Sharma, Ananya Janardhan, Ankit Kumar, Bhandare Aman Asuraj, Gaurav Samra, Himanshu Pandey, K. Anshuman, Krishna Kumar Ashish, Muskan Saha, Neeraj Pramod Atale, Priyam Srivastav, Punya Shloka Sahu, Pushpendra Kumar, Rajiv Ranjan, रोहित कुमार रावत, सानिया राहुल शिंदे, संजना वनारे, सौरभ, सौम्यजीत चैटर्जी, सुधान प्रताप बडाडे.
Sir, I present the candidates of the Department of Chemical Engineering to be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science. Adarsh Goswami, आदित्य पाटीदार, जितेंद्र चौधरी, प्रज्ञा साहू, विप्लव कुमार भोंडेकर, विश्रांत कुमार, Sir, I present the candidates who have successfully completed the requirements of the 4 years Bachelor of Science degree program in the Department of Chemical Engineering. Aman Patel, Anashua Burman, Yashraj Soni. Sir, Kumod Kumar Ram and S. Muthukrishnan have requested that they be admitted to the Bachelor of Science degree in absentia.
Sir, I present the candidates of Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science to be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science. Ankur Guria. Arman Kazmi. Devvrat Anuragi. Himanshu Chaudhary. Keshav Bihani. Lakhveer Singh. Kate Nitanshu Bhagwat. Rakshit Rahul Meshram. Rishabh Prakash Bhosle. Sagar Das. Sir, the following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in absentia. Deep Puja, Kritish Kumar Behra, Maitri Singh, Prithvi Dibyendu Poddar, Rajneesh Pratap Singh, Sahil. Sir, I present the candidates who have successfully completed the requirements of the 4 years Bachelor of Science degree program in the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. Sai Teja Gilukara. Vishisht Sharma. Amisha Srivastava. Sir, the following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the dual degree of Bachelor of Science in absentia. Devashish Penkra, Saurav Yadav, Ananya Singha, Petla Bhargava, Kshitij Dikshit, Srinavashula Kaushik.
Sir, I present the candidates who have successfully completed the requirement of the 4 years Bachelor of Science degree program in the Department of Economic Sciences. Ayush Mathur, Kumod Kumar Maskole, Shivani Verma, Anjali Unial, Rohit Jain. Sir, the following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in absentia. Madidi Purna Sivarama Reddy, Salvi Harsat Thakur, Gopika B, Maila Bathula Niharika, Gopika S.R.
All degree recipients, please rise. I request Chairperson Senate to admit each of the candidates to the said degree.
Remember that your knowledge and intellectual attainment is the most sacred wealth of this nation. You shall therefore use it in a manner befitting the honor and dignity of our country and of your alma mater. You shall make every effort in all circumstances to uphold the dignity of your profession, integrity of your character. You shall endeavor in every way, through thought, word, and action, to bring about the well-being of the universe. You must live a well-disciplined life. Never forget the commandment of the sacred scriptures. Thou shalt perform deeds that are commendable and no others. By virtue of the authority vested in me as the chairperson of the Senate of the Indian Institute of Science, Education, Research, Bhopal, I do hereby admit each of the Doctor of Philosophy candidates, each of the Master of Science candidates, each of the dual degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science candidates, and each of the Bachelor of Science candidates to their respective degrees. I charge them all to prove worthy of their degrees throughout their life.
Thank you, sir. The candidates may now sit down. I request the registrar to present the record of degrees to the Chairperson Board of Governors for his signature. I now request the Chief Guest, Dr. G. Satish Reddy, to present the medals. Sir, I present U.R. Arya Devi from the Department of Biological Sciences, who has been declared winner of the President's Gold Medal for the year 2022 for the best academic performance amongst all disciplines in the graduating class of the dual degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science program. Sir, Anusha Gupta from the Department of Chemistry has been declared winner of the Director's Gold Medal for the year 2022 for all-round performance and leadership qualities amongst all disciplines in the graduating class of the dual degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science program. However, the candidate is not present today. Sir, I present the following candidates who have been declared winners of the Proficiency Medal for the year 2022 for the best academic performance in the graduating class of the dual degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science program in their respective disciplines. Raibat Sarkar from the Department of Chemistry. Ajmal Roshan from the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences. Jitendra Chaudhary from the Department of Chemical Engineering. Devbrat Anuragi from the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. U.R. Arya Devi from Department of Biological Sciences. Sir, Sabran Sachan from the Department of Mathematics and Somajit Chatterjee from the Department of Physics have been declared winners of the Proficiency Medal for the year 2022. However, the candidates are not present here today. Sir, I present the following candidates who have been declared winners of the Proficiency Medal for the year 2022 for the best academic performance in the graduating class of the Bachelor of Science program in their respective disciplines. Yasraj Soni from the Department of Chemical Engineering. Ayush Mathur from the Department of Economic Sciences. Sir, Ananya Singha from the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science has been declared winner of the Proficiency Medal for the year 2022. However, the candidate is not present here today. Sir, I present the following candidates who have been declared winner of the Best PhD Thesis Award for the year 2022 in their respective disciplines. Nevada R. from the Department of Biological Sciences. Anirvan Das from the Department of Chemistry. Aditya Kumar Dubey from the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences. Riju Basak from the Department of Mathematics. Sir, Arushi from the Department of Physics has been declared winner of the Best PhD Thesis Award for the year 2022. However, the candidate is not present here today. Thank you, sir. The President's Gold Medal winner, U.R. Arya Devi, now has the honor of delivering the valedictory address.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am beyond honored to represent the graduating class of 2022. Respected guests, director, faculty and staff, proud family and friends, and the real heroes of today, my fellow graduates. Thank you all for being part of this huge day, celebrating a milestone in our life. 5 years ago, we came to this prestigious institution with various mindsets. We were a large batch of students coming from different backgrounds with different cultures and traditions. Today, we are all united under the beautiful canopy of IISER Bhopal as proud IISERites. From freshers to farewell, we all have made great progress in our life, shaping our personalities from different perspectives. Life at this beautiful campus has taught us to care for others, cooperate with others, fight against odds, stand up for our rights, and many more. IISER Bhopal is one of the best platforms for research-oriented studies with its vibrant research communities. Besides academics, IISER has also excelled in other activities, be it arts or sports. We lived here as a family where all festivals, starting from Onam to Holi, are celebrated as the festival of the entire IISER community. We have spent a beautiful 5 years of friendship, making this departure sorrowful. As Winnie the Pooh said, how lucky we are to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Our batch has faced many challenges. The COVID-19 pandemic was certainly a big crisis. We had a very difficult time. It snatched our beautiful college days. Some of the students faced difficulties with online classes and exams. I strongly believe that faculties at IISER have helped us all the way possible to lessen the hardships. Despite all odds made by the pandemic, IISER Bhopal came back to its normal life. I sincerely thank all those who have worked day and night for making the campus safe. The faculty members and volunteers at the COVID-19 testing center and the health center staff. Today, we can proudly say that even a global pandemic could not stop us or could not even delay us from graduating. So, congratulations. Today, we are standing here holding our degrees in hand. I seize this opportunity to thank all those who have helped us along the way. On the journey that we have taken to get here, our families have been our constant companions. I'm sad that all parents could not witness this ceremony in person. But to all parents and family members watching this, thank you doesn't express how grateful we are for all that you have done for us. We only hope our success continues to make you proud. The faculties at IISER are phenomenal. They have facilitated our study and served as our instructor, mentor, and friends. Their constant support and encouragement, welcoming our stupidest to brightest ideas, is truly invaluable. I express our sincere gratitude to the IISER administration wing, lab members, and technical staff for their support and help in various domains, from getting a certificate signed to getting a test tube cleaned. All the hostel workers, cleaning staff, caretakers, security guards, and the entire IISER community, we thank you all. The experiences and emotions that I've gone through have given me the confidence to stand here before you. You are the real heroes of today, as I said in the beginning. I still remember the days we appeared for quizzes after late DJ nights. I'm sure that no one will forget how we used to run for afternoon labs after having lectures till 1 p.m. Fun-filled hostel life, rushing into mess for a feast, the time before presentations, last-minute exam preparations, birthday celebrations. Every moment that we experienced here is so close to our heart and will always remain that way. The memories that bond us together will keep me on this podium for hours. But Google said a good valedictory speech should be short. So let me conclude. Today, we are enjoying the wealth of education, but at the same time, don't forget to understand the suffering of those who are deprived of the same. So when you leave here today, celebrate what you have accomplished, but look forward with an eye toward how you too can be the inspiration of others. Graduation is not the end, it is just the beginning. Thank you all.
I now request our director, Professor Sivamapati, to present his report.
Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Secretary, Department of Defense and Chairman, DRDO. Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, Chairperson, Board of Governors, and Principal Scientific Advisor to the Cabinet and the Prime Minister, and members of Board of Governors, Finance, BWC, Senate members, invited guests, graduating students, family, faculty, staff, and parents, guardians, media persons, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to this 9th convocation. And it's a pleasure to accept Dr. Satish Reddy's time today. In spite of his busy schedule, he agreed to join us today and give you a convocation address on this occasion. IISER Bhopal was established in 2008 Since then, we have been striving to achieve excellence, both in quality of teaching and very high quality of research, with ethics and morals of highest standards in the world. I'm very happy to tell you, over the last couple of months, we have learned that in India, IISER Bhopal is ranked number 9 in nature index-based ranking. To achieve this within 15 years is not possible without the support of all the students, faculty, and the administrative staff. I congratulate all of you for your dedication and hard work and working towards achieving excellence. I must also add that in the Times Higher Education ranking, we have come in the top 351 to 400. So if we can do that in 15 years, in the next 15 years, I'm sure we can reach the top 100 in the world. And I wish you all the best for that success. Today, we have now given away 322 degrees, including 246 BSMS dual degree, 25 BS degrees, 17 MS degrees, 34 PhD degrees. I extend my heartiest congratulations to all the degree recipients, and now I'll give you a brief report on the activities of IISER Bhopal and what we have done to make it to where we are today. The institute is right now having a BS, BSMS, integrated PhD and PhD programs. Of the total number of students, 27% of students are postgraduate research students. Our objective is to reach 50% of the campus must be research. The other first 50% must be basic BS degree programs, which is an ideal combination for a wonderful research start for young BS students. And we are also proud to say close to 35% of our population are female students, which we are going towards a 50% mark as the government and priorities of a society to have equality in the system. From the current academic year, we have decided to start MSc degree programs in biological sciences, chemistry, and mathematics. In the years to come, other departments will join for the master's degree program. And we are also planning to start a master's in arts, in degree program in liberal arts from the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, hopefully from next year. The number of students choosing IISER Bhopal for their PhD studies has shown an increasing trend. The institute has currently close to 500 students have registered for PhDs and integrated PhD. We have had, for example, more than 557 research projects funded by external agency, and our total outlay in terms of financial outlay is to close to 220 crores per year. And I also want to mention many of our faculty has been rewarded with number of grants and awards. Total number of faculty now reached about 150 as of today, and we should get about 200 by end of next year. Hopefully, we should have an equal status of 1 student to 10 students per faculty in terms of ability to interact with the faculty will improve. Our faculty members have been recognized with national and international awards. For example, Dr. Nitin Patil has been elected to the Fellow of Indian National Science Academy. Dr. Vishal Rai has been selected to receive the prestigious CRSI Bronze Medal for the year 2022. And Professor R. Mahalakshmi has been elected Fellow of the National Academy of Sciences, India. And Professor Saptarishi Mukherjee has been elected as Fellow of National Academy of Sciences, India. As to the objectives of the national education policy, as to the objective of the way IISERs have originally planned and executed, over the last few years, we have started few centers of excellences in the institute. One of them is the Center for Forces in Nature, where from galaxies to molecules was established in December 2020. The aim of the center is to unite diverse manifestation of forces in nature from molecules to galaxies. So the center has invited many eminent scientists from all over the world. For example, Professor Michael Green, Professor Massimo Passera, Professor Helen Quinn, Professor Mahan, and Professor Sunil Mukhi, and gave invited talks, bringing in the culture of forces from economics to society to galaxies to intermolecular forces and interparticle forces. And this hopefully will enhance the quality and depth of research, therefore innovation in research in the area of forces. Recently, a medical science and engineering research center has been established to nourish the culture of medical and healthcare innovation in the institute. The center aims to build strategic partnership with healthcare institutions, hospitals, and similar organizations to confront major medical challenges, particularly in the interest of the poor members of the society who needs medical help at low cost. The center was inaugurated with a symposium 2 days ago with Dr. Upendra Kumar Singh, the Director General of Life Sciences, DRDO, who inaugurated the first workshop, which is going to probably set the standards for interdisciplinary research of interaction of scientists in basic sciences and engineering, working with doctors who are practicing day to day, who are interested in research. So we had a wonderful two-day program last 2 days, where doctors from various medical institutions gave a talk, along with our faculty and plus experts who are doing translational medical research. We have also established an artificial intelligence and machine learning applications research center. The center aims to maximize synergies between existing expertise within the institute in computational sciences, which spans across disciplines like data science, quantum computing, computational biology, cryptography, material science, climate change, cosmology, and humanities and social sciences. And this is something, is a new initiative, which is going to cut across students from one department to another department, and therefore learn about artificial intelligence, data machine learning, and therefore improve your understanding of research and outcome. IISER Bhopal is the first institute to import data science and engineering degree, started in 2019, and the most significant aspect of the data science and engineering program includes mixture of engineering, science, economics, and humanities students interacting with each other in the same department. Therefore, at the end of their degree, they become specialized in a particular domain, which is the lack of the industry today. Domain expertise with the knowledge of data science and artificial intelligence is the need of the hour, and IISER Bhopal is likely to deliver in that direction in another 2 years or so. When it comes to research, we believe that it starts by asking the right questions and providing opportunities to the bright young children when they come in here. Like all of you came 5 years ago. I'm not sure how many of you remember what you looked like, what you thought when you arrived, and what you think today. My interaction with the young, bright children of first-year students immediately coming out of school, I'm sure some of you will remember enormous ambitions, boundless creativity, innovation, excitement. I want to become a scientist, or I want to become an engineer, I want to discover this. Great enthusiasm. So to take these people into consideration, to give them an opportunity to continue to explore that excitement and creativity you had when you come out of college, school, we have decided to start clubs, which has been announced only about a month ago. It is called UG Crust, which is undergraduate clubs for research enthusiasts in science and technology. This includes 3 subsections of clubs. One is a Ramanujan club for people who are interested in computer science or analytical mathematics or quantum mechanics or theory, somebody who is interested in abstract science. And we also have a Dudes Club, which is basically about being part of an electronics for you club. Basically, you can build sensors, robotics, drones. So this one lab has been set up. So this is for the first year and the second year undergraduate students. so they can improve their research interest in engineering and construction and instrumentation. The third club is called the 360-degree club, which is for anyone who is interested in asking a simple scientific question like why DNA is a helix, why is that it rains in my house but it doesn't rain in IISER Bhopal. So you can ask simple questions, but then the answers are very complex. So if you start exploring from your first year by interacting with faculty, and you will get into a culture of research, and therefore you advance yourself to the next level. So being an educational research institution, we are aware of our social responsibilities. Our Center for Science and Society has undergone a major restructuring and has redefined the nature and range of its activity to strengthen our connection with the general public, industry, media in an attempt to achieve larger societal goals. CS2 spearheads our contribution to state and central government activities, including Rashtriya Avishkar Abhiyan, Swayam, NPTEL courses, and PMMT teaching and learning centers. So during the last year, in addition to conducting experimental lectures and faculty development workshop, game-based learning pedagogies in Swayam, NPTEL course offerings were also enhanced, and it's all available on our website. You are welcome to have a look at them. And of course, our students' activities have to be mentioned. They keep the system of the institution vibrant. It provides an opportunity for being a good citizen, not only good academicians. The Students' Activity Council of IISER Bhopal provides students with opportunities to enhance and showcase their administrative, social, cultural, sportive, and creative skills through various arts and other clubs. Events like science festivals like Singularity, cultural festival like Enthusia, Inter-IISER sports meet, or activities organized by SSC. Many of our students have made us proud by winning accolades at various national and international forums. Team IISER Bhopal, comprising of Udit Verma, V. Rishi, students at BSMS 2019 batch, have secured the bronze medal in University Physics Competition 2021 that was conducted in Trieste, competing with the world best institutions in that competition. At present, we have total of 21 students in the institute who have the prestigious Prime Minister's Research Fellowship. As you are aware, we understand the need and the facilities to be enhanced. Therefore, there is already received funding from Government of India through various sources for 2 hostels. Unfortunately, you had to struggle this year. Some of you had to stay in a double room. My apologies, because we just had no choice but to have you in a double room for some time. And all these will go away in another year. We have new hostel will be open for 700-seater. So you have contributed to the growth of IISER Bhopal by sharing the pain of having to live even in your 5th year in a double room. And now all that will disappear in another 2 years, because we are building 2 more hostels. And this, in addition to that, you might have seen, of course, you didn't have enough time to enjoy it, the Crescent building with activities of both student activities and the stadium has been inaugurated, and the cricket ground is being carpeted with greenery. Today, as you're all set to become IISER Bhopal graduates, I take the opportunity to congratulate all the degree recipients, the parents and family members. You are about to enter a new segment of your life, a special phase that will make you independent individuals. I am sure that the knowledge and social values that you have imbibed during your stay at the Institute will enable you all to achieve success in whatever you do. As an alumnus of IISER Bhopal, you will always stand up for the right cause and keep the spirit and ethos of your alma mater high. As students, you have helped us to build IISER Bhopal. Now as an alumni, you will contribute to creating a mark in the global academic canvas and your industrial canvas. I wish you all very best. Your success is success of IISER Bhopal. Jai Hind.
I request our Chairperson Board of Governors, Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, to introduce the Chief Guest and invite him to deliver the convocation address.
It is truly a privilege to introduce Honorable chief guest of this convocation, Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Secretary, Department of Defense, R&D, and Chairman, DRDO. As the top defense scientist in the country, Dr. Reddy guides the development of major programs on missiles and strategic systems, fighter aircrafts and unmanned aerial defense systems, underwater systems, radar systems, strategic materials, armaments, and future technologies. A visionary and an institute builder, his technology leadership has deeply impacted the development of best-in-class systems for the Indian Armed Forces. Navigation technologies and systems, which form the core of defense assets, have been designed and developed by Dr. Satish Reddy for multiple platforms, enabling self-reliance in these critical areas. Working on the electronic designs and system engineering from a very young age, Dr. Reddy facilitated the realizations of various defense systems in short period of time. With his vast experience in navigation and avionic design for missile systems like Agni, Prithvi and Akash, he directed multiple development projects for advanced defense technologies. As Director General of Missiles and Strategic Systems, he spearheaded the development of various kinds of missile for ballistic missile defense, anti-tank guided missiles, surface-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, air-to-air missiles, and long-range guided bombs. India's maiden successful test of anti-satellite missile mission, Shakti, was successfully executed under his watch. Dr. Reddy diligently drives innovation and cutting-edge research in many areas that include hypersonic and quantum technologies. Under his leadership, flagship programs on many advanced technologies and systems have been conceptualized and realized. These programs have led to the development and manufacturing of important defense systems within the country. Dr. Reddy has helped foster an ecosystem that encourages free thinking and creativity. The formation of young scientist laboratories working on niche technologies, establishment of new research centers in universities, enabling close collaboration with academia, and fast-tracking the transfer of technologies to industry. These are some of his bold initiatives that have laid the foundation for R&D of advanced defense system. Dr. Reddy has also pioneered in quickly diversifying DRDO's talent to effectively develop required technologies in the ongoing fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Under his guidance, nearly 50 technologies for combating COVID have been deployed and about 75 products have been transferred to 100 industries. Dr. Reddy's significant contribution in the field of technology development and promotion of scientific pursuits have resulted in his being conferred with honorary degrees of science by many leading universities in the country. His vast scientific and technological contributions have been acknowledged by leading international institutions in the form of honors and awards. He is the first Indian in more than 100 years to be conferred with the prestigious honorary fellowship and silver medal by the Royal Aeronautical Society, London. The Royal Aeronautical Society recognized contributions of Dr. Reddy towards indigenous design and development and deployment of diversified missile systems, aerospace vehicles, guided weapons and avionic technologies in India. He has received numerous other awards, including American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics Missile System Award. He is the first scientist outside USA to be awarded in nearly 4 decades. Other awards conferred on Dr. Reddy include the National System Gold Medal, National Design Award, and IEEE USA Award for Engineering Excellence and the Homi Bhabha Gold Medal. It is truly a privilege for us to have with us this afternoon, and I now request Dr. Reddy to deliver the convocation address. Dr. Reddy.
Very good afternoon. Namaskar. Chairperson Board of Governors, Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, who is also the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, Director IISER, Bhopal, Professor Shiva Umapati, the professors, head of the departments who are on the dais, and also off the dais, the faculty, most importantly, the students who are graduating today from this institute, their families and friends. Once again, namaskar and good afternoon, good evening to all of you. At the outset, let me thank the chairperson, Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, who has given such a nice introduction about me. Thank you very much, sir, for I'm not sure whether I have really been able to do all that what you have said, but then we have been working as scientists along with our teams all these decades in the defense institutes. I also thank Professor Umapati for inviting me to be amongst you here on this 9th occasion of IISER Bhopal. At the outset, let me congratulate all the students who are graduating today, and also my congratulations to the winners of the medals in various categories, and my best wishes to all of you. Also, friends, you are all very happy today. You got your graduation certificates and you are moving out of this institute into the society, probably to continue your studies, research, or probably you're taking up a job or maybe something else, and you're all very happy today. But the institute, all the professors who have imparted knowledge to you, they will be happy when you become a very successful person in your life, and when you become a great achiever, and when you become a great person, that's the day the institute celebrates your success. And I wish many of you here, all of you here, will be achieving great things in our life, and this institute will celebrate the success of each and every one of you. Friends, after independence, the country started growing slowly in the area of science and technology. And particularly in the last about 3 decades, the country made rapid progress and has achieved many things. Many departments have in the country, in their own specific areas, have done a lot, worked very hard, and have come up with great achievements which the country is proud of. If you look at the three strategic departments, this Indian Space Research Organization, the Department of Atomic Energy, or the Department of Defense R&D from which I am, there have been significant achievements in the last about 3 decades. Look at the Department of Space. Great achievements, starting with SLV-3, went on, and then the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle has been launched. There have been initial problems and failures, learned, understood. As we all scientists and researchers say, failures are the one which teach us a lot. We learn a lot from failures, and that is what made the country make PSLV a workhorse, which actually with the last launch in 2 days back, it had 56 successful flights of PSLV in a row without a failure. 56 launches. The same PSLV has been used a vehicle for Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan. And similarly, the geostationary launch vehicle also has been mastered by this country. We were not having the cryogenic engine in the country, and the advanced nations which have developed these engines, and they were denying us the capability. Blessing in disguise, you have denied, and so our scientists have developed this cryogenic engine, and today our geostationary launch vehicle flies with our own cryogenic engine and putting the satellites in the geostationary orbit at 36,000 kilometers altitude. And so the ISRO is moving on to the Gaganyaan, putting a man in the space. In the coming couple of years, this is going to be a reality. And a lot more things which the department has achieved, putting India in a select club of very few nations who have achieved such magnificent feat. Similarly, if you look at the Department of Atomic Energy, a lot have been achieved, a lot of technologies have been developed, and if you see a lot of nuclear power stations which have come in the country, when the country was suffering a lot for the power, the department has come up and established many nuclear power stations providing the power requirement of the nation. And also, for the security of the nation, the country has also become the nuclear power with the technologies developed by the Department of Atomic Energy and also the Department of Defense Research by doing the test, successful test at Pokhran in desert of the Rajasthans. So these are all major achievements. I don't want to get into the too many details about the atomic energy area, but then a lot have been achieved by them, including lots of materials which can withstand all these thermonuclear related aspects and things like that. A lot had been achieved by this department. Similarly, coming to the Department of Defense R&D or the DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization. In fact, when Dr. Kalam has come to DRDO in the year 1982 and he was the director of the missile laboratories in Hyderabad, there was no single missile which the country has developed by that time. And this great scientist who came to this laboratory went to the Honorable Prime Minister and asked for a program which simultaneously develops 5 missiles. Normally you see anyone, when you don't have anything, you start with something, let me see how I am going, and then try to take the other programs and all that. Whereas this scientist has gone to the government and asked for a program with 5 missiles. That is what is Integrated Guided Missiles Development Program, development of the 5 missiles, the Prithvi, Agni, Akash, Trishul and Nag. And the government sanctioned, putting in the confidence of the scientists. And a very fast flight, in fact, I was a very young scientist who just joined the DRDO at the time. Just about 3 years back, I was part of that launch campaign of the first Prithvi mission. And when the Prithvi missile was kept in the launch pad, the scientists said we have already achieved 75% success, that we could make a missile and bring it and kept it in the launch pad for firing that missile. That is the thinking, that process. And the very first missile was a successful missile. And very next year, the re-entry vehicle Agni was also successfully flight tested in the year 1989, in the May 22nd, making the country the 6th nation in the world who have developed that capability of Agni missiles, ballistic missiles. And then the country didn't look back. From there onwards, started going on. The Akash missile, the Astra missile, the air-to-air missiles, anti-tank missiles, many things continuously went on developing many missiles. And one Prithvi has become Prithvi 1, Prithvi 2 and Dhanush missile. And one Agni missile, what you have developed that day, has become Agni 1, Agni 2, Agni 3, Agni 4, Agni 5 being the Agni 5 intercontinental ballistic missile having a capability of more than 5,000 kilometers range. One of the very few nations having such capability in the world. And then the ballistic missile defense program. If a ballistic missile is launched against your country, you can intercept that missile in the mid-air at altitudes of 100, 120 kilometers, which has been successfully demonstrated by this nation, making the country as the 4th nation in the world who have this capability. Same time, that nation has taken up multiple programs. Development of aircraft, light combat aircraft, development of a tank, development of submarines. So that light combat program, light combat aircraft program Tejas, which became successful, and then you have seen that Indian Air Force has given a single largest ever order of 83 numbers on Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Never such quantity of aircrafts were ordered by Indian Air Force, and now India has established itself in the aeronautic sector. Similarly, the Arjun tank, one of the best tanks in the world, has been developed by a laboratory, and then Arjun 1, Arjun 2 have been developed. And then on went on. Look at any torpedo. Multiple torpedoes have been developed. Radars, varieties of radars have been developed in the country. The electronic warfare systems, AWC systems, and went on to communication systems, ships. Today is aircraft carrier is indigenously built in Cochin. Aircraft carrier, the first aircraft carrier built by our Cochin shipyard is being put into the waters today. And similarly in the artillery guns, we were not having any guns earlier. A gun has been developed which is 155 mm artillery gun, having the world's longest range. No country has an artillery gun of 155 mm artillery gun of this range today. That's India has now, with the 2 industries producing that, Bharat Forge and Tata Systems. Many things. The country has the capability and people started working on it. People have worked day and night and then come out with these many technologies. In fact, in 2017, Honorable Prime Minister has given a direction that we should show it to the world, a great mission, a technology demonstration that we have the capability, and that is the Mission Shakti anti-satellite test. And he said, please do it in 2 years' time. Normally, anywhere development of such a missile, launching a satellite and working on such a mission takes few years. 2 years is one of the extremely difficult situation. But then our scientists took the challenge, in just 2 years, made this system, and then have neutralized a satellite by a direct hit with an accuracy of just about 5 centimeters accuracy in the low Earth orbit. The satellite has been neutralized and making the country the 4th nation in the world. US, Russia, China and India is the 4th nation in the world who have developed such technologies and demonstrated today. And today I can confidently say that with all these developments happening, we can say that very confidently in the defense technologies, we are matured in missiles, radars, sonars, torpedoes, electronic warfare systems, AIW systems, artillery guns, aircrafts and all. Many things, submarines, ships. So many things have been developed and countries' technologies have matured today. And country is taking on the next generation systems. From LCA, the LCA Mark II, which is the medium weight aircraft, is being developed. And the most advanced fifth generation fighter aircraft, which is a stealth aircraft, advanced medium combat aircraft, AMCA, is another one which the nation is completely developing indigenously with the homegrown technologies here. Many programs like this, lots of systems, lots of technologies are coming up. And you have seen that the quantum communication has been established between two places, Vindhyachal and Prayagraj, over 100 kilometers. We are one of the very few nations. In fact, maybe we are one of the one or two nations who have developed such 100 kilometers on the dark fiber. We also have entered into many other areas like this. Talk about the anti-drone system. We are one of the first few nations who have come out with the anti-drone system and successfully demonstrated and successfully put it into use. Likewise, you talk about many technologies have been developed. Air-independent propulsion. The conventional submarines which can stay in the water only for about 24 hours, and you need a propulsion system which is air-independent propulsion and which makes the submarine stay underwater for 14 days. We are one of the few countries. I can say that today it is only Germany which has established this technology and put into submarine and put into waters. No one else has got. India has developed this technology and successfully proven, which is getting to our submarines today. So likewise, lot of things have been developed in the country and being developed in the country in many ways today. You can see that every day something keeps coming. And yesterday you have seen the first flying wing test bed, stealth flying wing test bed, which is an autonomous aircraft, has been successfully flight tested and paving the way for autonomous aircrafts in the country. A lot of things are happening. But then, I have just said these achievements to say that we have the capabilities, we have the necessary wherewithal, we have the power in the brain what we can achieve. And if you are put into use, right way you are directed, this nation can develop anything. This nation can develop very fast also. I'll give the best example, which you are also part of it. During the COVID, the way the nation has responded. Tremendous. In fact, the way IISER Bhopal has responded. Today, the government of Madhya Pradesh respects a lot. Before that, not that I am saying that you were not respected earlier. It has been seen as an education institution working and doing a research in that area. But the respect of IISER Bhopal in the government of Madhya Pradesh has gone a lot after all what you have contributed during the COVID period. The entire administration appreciates you. Similarly, a lot of things have been developed in the country. In the year 2019, when the lockdown is imposed, we were not having anything in the country. We don't have masks, we don't have PPEs. By the time the PPEs what were developed in this country were 47,000 per year. 47,000 per year. We were trying to import from China. And this nation, all the people, textile people, DRDO laboratories, various other laboratories, academic institutes have come together, and within just a span of 25 days, we brought the capability of our industries to 6 lakh PPEs per day. That is the capability what the country has developed. Where we receive whatever you want, country was, and people started exporting a lot. Our masks, our PPEs, varieties of PPEs, various things. Somebody applies neem oil on that, and somebody else applies something on that, have been sold all over the world. And in 2019, we were not having any high-end ventilator in the country. We were all importing that. And that conditions you cannot import at all. Everybody wants a ventilator. And that is the time again our scientists, industry, and various academic institutes, the medical fraternity, the doctors have worked together day and night and developed a high-end ventilator. Imagine in 3.5 months designing, developing a ventilator, and there were not parts available. You talk about a valve, you talk about a flow sensor, you talk about a oxygen sensor. Many things were developed with various industries, and the whole high-end ventilator has been developed and produced 30,000 ventilators in just 3.5 months. Right from design, development, and testing and producing. And that is this capability. Then talk about next year. We can never imagine in this country that we can build a hospital of 1,000 beds in just 11 days. This country has demonstrated 10,000 bedded hospital in just 11 days with all the beds having oxygen. And there have been, within no time, 8,500 beds hospitals all over the country, whether it is Delhi, Varanasi, Lucknow, Ahmedabad, talk about Jammu, Srinagar, Haldwani, Haridwar, everywhere hospitals have been established. Similarly, oxygen was the requirement. Oxygen plants have been developed. In fact, thanks to our Tejas technology light combat aircraft, which actually has developed, the scientists have developed a onboard oxygen generation system, and that system has been expanded as 1,000 liters per minute oxygen plant, and Honorable Prime Minister has put in conference and given the funds from PM CARES, and more than 1,000 oxygen plants have been developed in just 4 months and put all over the country, including Lakshadweep, Nagaland, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, or Andaman. Everywhere oxygen plants have been established in each and every district, at least about 2 or 3 oxygen plants. Again in a period of 4 months. And when that oxygen cylinders, new oxygen technology, the aluminum extrusion technology based oxygen cylinders, 1.5 lakh cylinders were made in a span of just 3 months and then supplied all over the country. And that is the capability exists in this country. And when a need comes, the nation rises to the occasion and we are able to develop. Meaning our energies have to be channelized to the right direction and right goal you put and make the people work, we will be able to deliver. With that capability exists in this country, we still are importing a lot of equipment from outside. Talk about anything, I'm talking about defense or other side or medical equipment, medical devices, anything you talk, we are still importing a lot with all these capabilities developed also. Look at the workshops in the country. Most of the late machines are imported. Not that we cannot develop, we have not channelized that. And it is time which has come where the nation is saying that everything should be developed. Honorable Prime Minister has given a call for make in India, everything you should make in the country. Don't import, you try to make in the country. And that call has given a boost to the industries which are working in a big way and trying to make in the country. From there on, the next call given by the Honorable Prime Minister is Atmanirbhar Bharat. That is self-reliant India. Meaning what? You design here, you develop here, you produce here, you maintain from this country. So meaning you have the complete know-how, know-why, and you are able to do right from the design to the production and all the capabilities up to production you have in the country. That is what is Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India. We are not dependent on anybody, we can make it here. And then the call, next call, you see, make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat. And next call is given, make for the world. What product you make, that should be one of the best products in the world. That should be the state-of-the-art product. And that you should be able to supply to the entire world. Every country should have the Indian product. And that is what we need to work towards. And that is the call given. And we need to do all these things in a short span of time. We all have to accept one thing. In this science and technology area, we have been lagging. Yes, world, advanced nations, where there have been fantastic institutes, fantastic laboratories, lots of investments were there, whatever it is, they have been developing it, and then we have been following it. In our terminology, we have been technology followers. We developed the same system after 5 years or 6 years, or we developed the same, whatever it is, S&T development after 5 years, 6 years, and 10 years. Now, the scenario has to change. That is what the leadership of the country is aspiring. That is what the nation is aspiring. Transform yourself from a follower to a leader. Lead yourself. You become a leader. You develop the systems. So work for what is required after 5 years, 4 years, 10 years. Anticipate that and try to work in that direction. Right from science, research, technology development, and product development with innovations. This is what is the need of the hour today. Everyone, right from the academic institutes like IISER to the research organizations to the industry, this is what should be the goal of every organization. We can't continue to be a follower and we have to change our role. We can't continue to be importing, we have to start exporting. This is the scenario change. But then we cannot do again for decades. I'm very happy to hear from Director IISER Bhopal, Professor Umapati, that we should be in the first 100 rankings in the world of our academic institute. This is what we should be. Today we don't have, I think, not even one. We should be. We have to be. Without we being one of the best institutes in the world, how do you do the best research? And that is what is required. And we have been seeing, till about 10 years back, our most primary institutes like IITs, more than 80% were going abroad. And now today, the scenario is different. More than 80% of the IIT students are staying back in the country today. More than 80%. And if you look at about 10 years back or 8 years back even, most of the engineering colleges or these institutes, even a person from a civil engineering department or metallurgy department, he becomes an IT professional. That's what used to be. But again, scenario has changed now. Most of the people are working in different areas. The youngsters, many youngsters today, I can tell in my own area, defense, space, aeronautics area, people are working in metallurgy, people are working in composites, people are working in smart materials, people are working in propulsion technology, people are working in engine technologies, green propulsion, electric propulsion, many things, youngsters of the age of just 22, 23, 24 years old. The scenario is completely changed today. And if you look at how the people are coming up with innovations and industries and startups, you must be knowing this. The number of startups which are registered with the government of India today are more than 70,000. More than 70,000 startups are registered with the government of India. There are many which are not registered. Probably there are more than 1 lakh startups today here in the country today. That is where the youngsters are coming up and working. And the nation has lots of confidence in the youngsters. Youngsters have the capability and youngsters will be able to do, and youngsters are the people who can work on these innovations, and innovations are the ones which make the difference. That's how Honorable Prime Minister like to tell you, even to DRDO he given a direction to us that you establish 5 young scientist laboratories in different areas. And each of this laboratory will have all the scientists who are below 35 years old, including the director of that laboratory, who has equal powers like any other big laboratory which has got thousands of crores budget. And all these 5 young scientist laboratories are working in different areas like quantum technologies, asymmetric technologies, artificial intelligence, smart materials, and cognitive technologies. They are all coming out to different technologies. And this is the confidence the leadership of the nation has got in youngsters. And so, the coming period, it is you who have to build this nation, who have to take this nation as most advanced nation with the most advanced science and technology capability. I am seeing today, if you look at today, in DRDO alone, the projects what we are given in the academic institutes, we have more than 3,000 research scholars working with us. More than 3,000 research scholars. And today, when we had a tie-up with Ministry of Higher Education to have the PhD students work in defense technologies, there are already 42 students who have already started coming to DRDO laboratories working, doing research in the defense areas. And when we have introduced MTech programs in defense technology this year, there are more than 42 institutes across the country have started MTech programs in the defense technologies. And when we are going out, the startups encouraging innovations and R&D with MSMEs and startups, there is a tremendous response what is coming. Every year we are doing a contest now called Dare to Dream. Dr. Kalam used to tell everyone, dream, dream, dream. Dream that you want to achieve something, dream that you want to become a great scientist, a great researcher, great professor, great doctor, great engineer, whatever it is. Taking that, we have put a Dare to Dream contest wherein we identify some areas and then ask to come out with ideas. We are unable to screen them. That is the number of applications or proposals which are coming today. We have come out, rather the government of India has come out with many schemes to encourage youngsters today. I'm just talking about who are establishing the startups in Department of Defense. I'm just talking about Ministry of Defense. Lot more schemes are there. There is a scheme to support innovation called IDEX. The innovations are supported by that, which actually till other day it was funding about 1 crore rupees, now it is 10 crore rupees. There are more than 100 startups which are funded by this. And lot of applications. And the IDEX is thinking that we should take the number to 500. Similarly, DRDO has a scheme called Technology Development Funding. Fund somebody to come out with technology development. And we were funding up to 10 crores, 90% of the requirement what he has. And very recently we have enhanced it to 50 crore rupees. 50 crore rupees to each and every MSME or a startup which comes out with a good idea that this idea can be transformed into a usable product, whether it's software or hardware, whatever it is. And already we have funded 60 such MSMEs and startups, and the processing number of cases are about 85 more. And we are also looking at going into hundreds. In fact, youngsters like you who are graduating afresh, you may not be having an industry, you may not have the wherewithal to start an industry and look for all these opportunities. We are also come out with the scheme wherein if you have an incubation center somewhere, and if you are part of the incubation center, and if you have a good idea, a good design capability, or with a good design, and if you find that it is useful, through that incubation center we can fund you up to 50 crore rupees. These are the types of opportunities what are being provided today. And today, the government has very clear that make everything here in the country, produce everything in the country, you will be able to produce. And that's how you are seeing so much of change in the country today. Honorable Prime Minister other day has inaugurated a drone exhibition. And there are more than 120 youngsters, startups who have exhibited that day. Honorable Prime Minister himself inaugurated that exhibition. The drones, India has become more like a hub now and trying to export to the world everywhere. Varieties of drones. Lots of inquiries from various countries today. And similarly, many other technologies. The way our people are growing in artificial intelligence, cyberspace related technologies is enormous. And lots of people are working on materials technology. Is one of the very important subjects which the country needs to concentrate today. If a country is not strong in the materials, I don't think that country can be very strong, because you need to be self-reliant in the materials area. This is where, again, there's a lot of trust, a lot of people are trying to work. And I'm sure that IISER Bhopal is contributing a lot in this area also. So there are a lot of areas like this. And I appeal to you, take this opportunity, look at this and work towards this. And many of you who want to pursue research, probably you may be going abroad to some institutes which have these specializations. You may do research there, and then, but come back, contributed in the academic institutes, contributed in the research institutes, contributed in various capacities to startups, whatever it is. And lots of job opportunities are coming. Government of India is coming out with lots of advertisements. DRDO has already advertised about 600 scientist posts today. You can see that just a week back, more than 600 posts have been, around 600 posts have been advertised already for the youngsters intake. And there are, if not joining directly, as I said, there are many avenues. And this is what is required. You people should excel yourself. Your personal excellence makes the nation prosperous. Today, the nation can prosper, I am very sure, mainly out of science and technology. If you are strong in science and technologically advancing, and that's how we'll be able to make the best products and make our products sell all over the world, and that's how the nation becomes stronger and prosperous. And that is all there in the hands of youngsters like you, and contributions from the academic institutes where the core research can happen, and then which can be taken up by the R&D organizations in applied research, and industries can take it to a great production capability and innovations by everyone. And this is what is the need of the hour, and we all who are constituent elements of this, we need to play a major role and make the nation get into that stage very fast. We can't do it very slow pace. We have to find what we have to do after 2 years we need to do today, and try to do it very fast, very quick. And each and every new area which is emerging, we should capture that area and make that nation very strong, very advanced in that. I'm sure all of you here will be able to contribute a lot and make IISER Bhopal proud, and the nation proud, and nation strong, and my best wishes to you, all of you. Thank you. Jai Hind. Namaskar.
Sir, we thank you for taking the time to address our graduating batch and emphasizing to them that how difficult challenges can be tackled successfully by determined efforts. I thank all the dignitaries for taking out valuable time from their busy schedule to participate in our convocation. As a mark of our gratitude, I now request our Chairperson Board of Governors, Professor Sood, to present memento to our chief guest, Dr. G. Satish Reddy. Also, I request our Director, Professor Umapati, to join him. All rise for the national anthem and remain standing until the ceremony is declared closed and the procession leaves the hall. I now request the Chairperson Board of Governors to declare the convocation closed.
Ityet navam dikshant samaharam parisamapyate. I now declare the 9th convocation of the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Bhopal, closed.